monolithic thing and wondered, gosh, where did that come from? Well, they built it right at the end of the 80s in PTL days. Jim and Tammy were here. And it was 30 days from opening. Many of the rooms had carpet, pictures on the wall, and but then in the midst of scandal and just different things that happened here, PTL shut down, and the tower, literally, people walked off the job. You would see literally lunch pails just left there, saws plugged, people just walked off, and they left it unfinished. And when we got here, we didn't know if the tower was sound or not. We didn't know if it needed to be torn down. As a matter of fact, when we bought the land, they gave us an allowance because they thought the tower needed to be torn down. So you buy the land minus what it's going to cost to tear it down. Well, Bob Jones, who's just gone on to be with the Lord, had a word about saving the tower. And we sent a crew of engineers in and certified that the tower was structurally sound. And not only that, this thing was made with impeccable standards. The deterioration you see on the outside is just a facade, it's just loose brick, things like that. But the tower itself is huge and strong and beautiful. It's 21 stories, 500 rooms. So we got an idea, we really heard from the Lord that we would start it as an active adult center, and we'd build 200 condos in there for people that are coming here, that are writing books, re-engaging. Dave Herr, I know, is here somewhere. Dave oversees our active adult community now. And Dave and I used to talk about brick and mortar and sinks and countertops, but now we talk about people re-engaging. People coming, instead of retiring on the beach somewhere and trifling their life away, they're becoming missionaries, they're working in schools. I had a lady run up to me the other day and said, I can't thank you enough. I'm teaching in CSCL, I teach English, and it's such a joy. And other heroes. I see Gary over there. Gary gives oversight to our community, and I asked Gary to come and help him and his beautiful wife at a partners event just like this, not so many years ago. Gary said, retiring. I said, what are you doing? He goes, well, I've managed active adult communities. And the light went on in the back of my head. Might not be the smartest bulb on the tree, but God, we got to get this guy in to help us. So he's come along and retired from a career, and he's come back. I say all that to say that's the vision for the tower. So we start marketing, we go, and the county, which I really believe has a very long sordid past with PTL and possibly views us as PTL, came and they falsely accused us of being in breach of a contract with the county. And we asked for all kinds of proof, and we tried to remedy it, and we went on and went on. It went in the press, so much so that it really stalled the project. And we got together as a board, Bishop was there, and we said, what are we going to do? And we said, well, when all plans fail, we have to go to court. So about a year ago, we filed suit against the county. We were the aggressors in the case, and we said, this is wrong. You're stopping us from, rebuilding this. Not only that, we have responsibility with it's an $11 million asset as it sits. It's a $40 million asset built. We've got a responsibility to make sure that this thing is done right by the people that contributed to it. So we've been in court for about a year, and we just started the first round of depositions just this last month. I can't really talk too much about the details. Our lawyers want us to keep it, but I feel like we've got a very solid case. Things are moving forward, and our whole goal is to see the tower finished. It's been our goal right along, and it hasn't changed. We haven't deterred. There's nothing in it that makes us think that it can't be done. We've got to go through. But I would say this: it's an allegory. It's an allegory of life. Life comes with persecution. All those that desire to live a godly life will suffer persecution.
Yeah.
They're obstacles, they're not problems, they're setbacks, they're not finishes. But we feel like when an obstacle comes like this, not only in our life, but if an obstacle comes in your life like this, it's because God wants you to persevere. So, long answer to a short question.